This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hopper's Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice & Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center. James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio.
You can now watch Madison County School Sports on WKYT.com. Just go to WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond. WKYT TV, an official sponsor of Madison County School Sports. Time Warner Business Class. Call Time Warner Cable today. Watch Madison County School Sports programming on Madison County Schools Cable Channel 9, Time Warner Cable Channel 5, on YouTube, and now on WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond.
Aw, that is just the cutest thing. Whether you're going out of town, on business, spring break, vacation, or just to get away, Luxury Pet Service is a phone call away. Luxury Pet Service is owned and operated by LaDonna Sizemore Whitecamp. You'll be secure in knowing your pet will be taken care of by highly trained and loving professionals. Luxury Pet Services also has grooming services and extraordinary daycare service too. Our mission at Luxury Pet Services is to care for your pet in a safe and friendly environment where dogs have fun. When you leave your dog with us, it's like leaving a member of your family, and that is a responsibility we take seriously. Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
Oh, the Gridiron, a classic rectangle layout of boundaries and yardage numbers. A place where dreams and goals are realized and touchdowns are made. Nothing in sports rivals great high school football games in the fall of the year. Take a deep breath and inhale the drama. Traditions, sights and sounds emanate from the locker room to the stadium crowds. Listen to that crowd. It pumps you up to root for your team. Your high school football team. On this night, this high school football night, it's your team out there. Welcome, fans. Welcome to your field, your high school field. It's football night in Madison County. It must be high school football season. Welcome to the John Clark Show.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
This program is sponsored by Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. It's good barbecue, done right. This program is brought to you by L81, a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Renfro's Paint and Collision Center in Richmond and Berea, 369-4111. Renfro's Paint and Collision, sponsor of Hit of the Game.
At the Blair, big tackle. I think that we'll give that to Harris as the Renfro hit of the game. I know it's early, it's first half, but man, that was pad on pad right there.
The ball will be spotted near the 22-yard line.
That was a big hit.
Second down.
Big hit. Second down and 8.
Welcome to Gridiron Barbecue and the John Clark Show. Coach, glad to be with you tonight on the show. Looking forward to talking to you a little bit about this past week and how things are going. Everything going well for you guys?
Really good. It's been a good week of practice so far, so things are going good.
Good. Well, let's get right into it. I want to talk about your team responding so well. I mean, it's a big win this week, I know, against North Laurel, and especially following a tough loss. What's that mean to you for your team to respond that way?
You know, 3 losses on the season now. The last 2 have each been, by a point, and I think the difference was the Wayne County loss was a game we felt like we really played well and put it all out there, and I think our kids handled that well because they knew we did everything we could. The Pulaski County loss was a tough one because we felt like we gave the game away. We were up 12 late, and so there's no question we had that post-game hangover all the way. It wasn't until after Tuesday's practice. We didn't have very good practice last Tuesday, and I just told the team, I said, you got a choice how to move forward here. You can move forward like a team that's 4-3, or you can move forward like a team that we think we are. And we responded well Wednesday and Thursday, and it showed up on Friday.
Absolutely. I thought your team did a lot of really good things. One of the things I thought stood out was a great defensive performance.
The defense is playing very well right now.
Yeah, talk about some of the big performers for the defensive side of the ball.
Our 2 linebackers, our 2 interior linebackers, Aaron Sipple and Tyler Hagan. Tyler a junior, Aaron a sophomore. They're playing as well as anybody we've faced all year. They're both they're very active. They're fast. They react quickly. We keep our defensive calls pretty simple to let our guys react and play fast. We don't do a ton, but it's allowed our guys to play a lot quicker. They're playing outstanding for us right now. And then in our secondary, Buddy Harrison probably had he had one of the best games at DB in Madison Southern football history's ever had. He had 3 interceptions during the game, broke a school record that stood since 1990 actually. So those are 3 guys right now that are really playing well and doing some good things for us.
I think we talked to those guys earlier in the season. I know at least a couple of them we talked to before the season started. Tell me, the turnovers in the game have been a big change for your team this year. Talk about what kind of turnaround that's been and what it means for your football team.
Well, you just touched on the 2 things that we felt last year coming into this year. If we're going to be competitive, this is what we have to fix. We have to be able to tackle on defense, and we have to secure the ball. Last year we had, we charted it at one point. I probably didn't want to remember the number of missed tackles we had on the season, and we charted that at one point. Another thing was turnovers. I think we were, off the top of my head, I can't remember the exact number. We were like minus 20 in turnover margin last year, which is sickening. I mean, it's just disgusting. We knew coming in we had to control the ball, and part of it is when you first take a team that's never been an option team and you're showing them to run the option, ball ends up on the ground, pitches, meshes, some of those things. The other thing is we were a young team. We just didn't protect the ball well. We were in the pistol last year. We had fumbled snaps and some things that didn't go well. So we've done a lot of things to control the ball better, protect the ball better, and I think we're about +9 on the season this year, which has been, that's a 29 turnover differential than last season, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely huge. Time of possession in a football game, field position, and controlling the football.
Sure.
It means a difference in winning and losing football games.
It really does, and you talk about time of possession. Our offense has been doing such a good job of performing and scoring in this year. Last year we averaged 28 plays a game. This year we're averaging about 50. All right, so that's been a huge difference from last year. And North Laurel noticed that. They had a game plan coming in. They were going to keep us off the field. They didn't even mind penalties that backed them up because it kept our offense off the field longer and the defense out there longer. So, and it showed. We only ran about 34 offensive plays this week, and it was just one is an onside kick we didn't get.
Right.
One was a fumble. 2 things that we not ball security, which gave them more possessions. Then also they had long methodical drives in that offense they have as well. Kept us off the field.
Yeah, I thought you did a good job though. They have a good tailback.
Yeah, they're a good run team. Their quarterback is a good
that.
Football player.
Yeah.
Their quarterback runs well. Their tailback runs well. We held them to, I think, as few of rushing yards as they've been held to all year, and that was something we really wanted to do coming in. And I thought our kids responded. We tackled well, and I thought our D-line used their hands well, and we just had a pretty good game defensively.
Good deal. I thought on offense, your team has done well all year. They've really put up a lot of points, moved the ball well. Talk about the offensive performance, and were you able to stick to the game plan basically you wanted to?
We were. They do some things different schematically on defense that can give you problems. It's kind of that everybody refers to it as a Rock Castle style defense that everybody's heard of, and it's kind of a change off of some of those things. It's very unique to them. I've not seen the defense that they run anywhere. So it's different, but what it causes us to do is it causes us to have to go to the line and we make some checks. Slows the game down a little bit, but we need to make sure we're in the right play because they do some things schematically that can give you some problems. And I thought our kids handled that well. We had a lot going on this week. I mean, our offensive line didn't play its best game,
right?
But you're not going to play your best game when 2 plays are called in the huddle and they can be checked at the line. One can be a run, one can be a pass, and then also the cadence changes in the middle of all that. I'm doing all that to keep the defense on their heels because they're good defensively. And I thought our kids handled that very well.
Yeah, good stuff. We're going to take a break and, Coach, let you get a little bit of bite to eat.
Yeah, man, I'm starving from my gridiron
That'll
barbecue.
give you guys a chance to grab something to eat. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk about what's the exciting time of the year, and that's your second season. I know you're looking forward to a deep run. We'll talk about that when we come back on the John Clark Show.
Renfro's Collision, the only body shop with 2 Madison County locations, is here to serve you. At Renfro's Collision, you can look forward to the best possible repair experience. We have the latest tools, training, equipment, and technology. We have what others don't have. Why take the risk with someone else? Contact us at 369-4111 for a completely free estimate. It's your car, it's your choice. Don't let an insurance company tell you otherwise. Renfro's Paint and Collision.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice & Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center, James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank, Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio.
Premier Home Care, safety, solutions, and independence. Check out Premier Home Care's rehab services. Recovering from unexpected injuries or life-changing events requires compassion, patience, and extraordinary care from a leading care provider. Premier Home Care Rehab Services specializes in sports, automobile accidents, work-related injuries, neck and back pain, joint pain, muscle aches, dizziness, balance and gait disorders, in-home consultation and treatments. Visit Premier Rehab now at 370 Highland Park Drive, Suite 1, or give us a call, 623-4567.
There's no place like home to heal. Premier Home Care. Premier Home Care.
Oh my, does that look good. If you think it looks good, try tasting it. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond has the best barbecue around, folks. Try our Pulling Guard pork sandwich. How about our all-out Blitz brisket? What about our crackback rib basket or our second and goal Angus cheeseburger? fair catch, pulled chicken, and lots more. Follow your nose to the best smelling and best tasting barbecue in Richmond and Madison County. That's Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue. Respect the queue.
Welcome back to the John Clark Show. Coach, as we went away there, you got a chance to eat a couple of Cajun
This food
fries.
here is amazing, man. These are the best fries in town. The Cajun fries are done for. You guys got to come out and have the Cajun fries.
Gridiron
They're amazing.
Barbecue. There you go. Endorsement right here from Coach Clark. Coach, we went away. We were talking about your team playing well this week. Your team finds itself, and the kids on this squad particularly, they find themselves in a spot they've not been in a while. We talked about before the show 2 points basically away from being 7-1 right now, and there's no doubt your kids have to have a high level of confidence. Talk about where you're at this year versus what you've seen with your team in the past and what these kids are experiencing.
Well, we've secured second place in our district, which we're going to host a home playoff game, which hasn't been done in Madison Southern since 2002.
Okay.
So 10 years ago, a lot of our kids were 5 and 6 years old. So this is something that they're not used to, and I think they've handled it well. We've talked about on here before. We do a virtue and leadership program, and every week we have a virtue of the week. And when we were in the middle of a win streak there, we had 3 in a row leading up to the Pulaski game. Our virtue that week was humility, and we talked one week about being humble and what it means to have humility, and to just be modest, and you're never as good as you think you are. Yeah. And your team's never as bad as you think you are. As a player, you're never as good as you probably think you are, or as bad as you think you are, So for us, it's really about our kids have a bigger picture in mind, though, about the team. And we talk about it all the time, but they really they focus on what we have to do to get the job done. And I think what makes the difference is we're not satisfied with, we're disappointed. Our number one goal this year was win the district. And we didn't get that done, and that hurt for a while. That took a while to get over. And our second goal is we've got a goal to play for the region, and until that happens, we don't see it as this game win, this game loss. Right. We just see it as steps to getting better every week to get to what that goal is.
Absolutely. I know, without a question, your team has confidence, and I know as a coaching staff you have confidence. I know you look at a game at a time. You're worried about Friday night, but. Tell me, what do you have to do as a team to have a deep run in the playoffs?
Well, you've got to stay healthy, number one. You've got to stay healthy, and how you approach your last 2 football games and the way you practice at the end of the year and the way you weight train all year makes a difference. A lot of teams take off in the weight room during the fall. We lift pretty hard the first half of the season, and then we hit recovery phases, and then we're starting to lift hard again going into the playoffs. And the things we're doing must be working. We haven't had any, knock on wood, but I haven't had any pulled muscles all year long. It's a combination of strength training, and we do a lot of yoga. We do yoga once a week, and that's made a huge difference for our kids' flexibility. Other things that factor in is keeping them focused. It's a long season. It's a grind, it's we've been playing football. You count our 2 scrimmages. We've already played 10 games, and we practiced 2 weeks before. These kids have been playing football for 14 weeks straight right now. Yeah. And then you've got to focus for 2 more. That's 16. That's an NFL season, and then you're going to go into the playoffs as well. So there's got to be a lot of focus. I think we have to do a good job of breaking the monotonies of practice. Routine is good, but sometimes you've got to switch it up to keep things fresh. A day off every now and then makes a big difference, even though as coaches we hate to do that. But we try to switch things up as much as we can.
What will we see different, if at all, anything in the last couple of weeks? And I know you want to secure wins, but is there anything you'd do maybe a little different in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we've got to find depth at every position that maybe has eluded us sometimes throughout the season, and we've got to always be prepared for worst case scenario in the playoffs. If so-and-so goes down, somebody's got to be ready to step up. So we've find ourselves in a position where we're doing some things different offensively in case we lose, if we were to lose a guy that we really need, somebody else has got to step up and be the go-to guy. We've had some issues with fumbles the last couple of weeks. Damian Harris is doing a great job of holding on to the football, but some of our other backs are coughing it up way too much. And so we're really pushing the running backs. Ball security right now is a big emphasis for us. You can't turn the ball over in the playoffs. You turn the ball over once, you're done. Turnover, teams that win the turnover battle are going to keep playing deeper and deeper. And that's something we're really focusing on. But more than anything, we're putting a big emphasis on special teams right now too.
Gotcha. Talk about special teams a little bit. What has they've been a big part of your season so far?
Yeah, it's I'll be honest, being my second year here, our kids had so far to go offensively and defensively we've not focused on it near as much as you need to. Yeah. And that was a choice I made as a head coach on we've got to score points and stop people before. Sound special teams is something, in my experience, you learn through gaining better football knowledge, football IQ. So a lot of it, you can scheme special teams all you want, but the kids have to understand the game. And now our understanding of the game has gotten drastically better. So Monday is a big focus for us on special teams. We trickle it in Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday is another big special teams focus day. But that's something we're really emphasizing right now. Punt-wise, we've been a great punt team all year. I think we've given up 10 yards on punt returns all season long, and that's we worked that quite a bit. Our kickoff coverage has been average at best. We've put some younger guys on there to gain football experience. At times, though, we've got to get them moving along quicker. We've got to find somebody else. Yeah. But discipline on kickoff coverage is important. Punt return team's done a decent job. I think we've had one turnover on that all year, which, as much as we've had guys punt, isn't terrible. You don't want to see any, but if one's better than three. And then our kickoff return team, we do a decent job. Other than people don't like to kick deep to our backs, so we're getting a lot of onside, a lot of squib stuff, and we're still learning how to handle that stuff. We're getting better at it though.
Sounds good. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about, get a little sneak preview at who we may think we're going to face in the postseason, and may talk a little accolades with some of the players at Madison Southern. We'll be right back on the John Clark Show.
J.D. Dean, number 12, defensive back. Brett Sipple, number 40, nose guard and fullback.
Austin Sipple, number 56, center.
Spencer Stone, 19, tight end, DN.
Damian Harris, 34, running back.
Jazzercise Richmond Fitness Center is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Premier Home Care, safety, solutions, and independence. Check out Premier Home Care's rehab services. Recovering from unexpected injuries or life-changing events requires compassion, patience, and extraordinary care from a leading care provider. Premier Home Care Rehab Services specializes in sports, automobile accidents, work-related injuries, neck and back pain, joint pain, muscle aches, dizziness, balance and gait disorders, in-home consultation and treatments. Visit Premier Rehab now at 370 Highland Park Drive, Suite 1. Or give us a call, 623-4567.
There's no place like home to heal. Premier Home Care. Premier Home Care.
Aw, that is just the cutest thing. Whether you're going out of town, on business, spring break, vacation, or just to get away, Luxury Pet Service is a phone call away. Luxury Pet Service is owned and operated by LaDonna Sizemore Whitecamp. You'll be secure in knowing your pet will be taken care of by highly trained and loving professionals. Luxury Pet Services also has grooming services and extraordinary daycare service too. Our mission at Luxury Pet Services is to care for your pet in a safe and friendly environment where dogs have fun. When you leave your dog with us, it's like leaving a member of your family. And that is a responsibility we take seriously. Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Sipple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hopper's Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice and Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center. James and James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank. faith-created Assembly of God Church, First Gear downtown, Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza, and WWAG Radio.
This program is brought to you by L81, a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Renfro's Paint and Collision Center in Richmond and Berea, 369-4111. Renfro's Paint and Collision, sponsor of Hit of the Game.
At the Blair, big tackle. I think that we'll give that to Harris as the Renfro hit of the game. I know it's early, it's first half, but man, that was pad on pad right there.
The ball will be spotted near the 22.
That was a big hit.
Second down.
Big hit. 2nd down and 8.
Welcome back to the John Clark Show, Coach. We're ready to kind of wrap things up this week, but I want to talk about at least a couple of things before we close it down. You're obviously at the point in time you kind of know playoffs. You have some scenarios in mind of who you may be playing,
sure,
where you're going to be playing. You talked about it being at home, probably, it looks like already.
Yep.
Talk about, can you give us any idea who that looks like it's going to be?
There's a good chance we end up playing Perry County Central. It's not a definite. Obviously they got a game this week, but projection-wise, it looks like it's what's probably going to be. And I've done my research to look ahead a little bit already, and they've got an outstanding quarterback and an outstanding wide receiver, and their offense is potent. I mean, our District 8, we're District 7. District 8's got some competitors in it. You're looking at Harlan County, Whitley County, Perry County Central, and Letcher County Central. So I mean, it's a pretty good group.
You think your kids, I assume, are getting the feel that it's getting close to the time where you can't make those crucial mistakes because you could be done for the year.
Well, what we've talked about is we're treating these next 2 games like we're in the playoffs already.
Yeah.
We made the statement, too, we need to start learning to play like we're one and done because they've never played that way.
Yeah.
So right now, starting this week, our challenge to the kids was prepare like you don't have another game next week if you don't win this week. And that's they've responded to that well, and we're going to keep carrying that attitude, because the playoffs, I mean, anybody that's ever been in a playoff system before knows how it works. It's not the best team that's going to win. It's the teams that play the best. And that's what matters is you've got to be the best team on Friday night.
Well, we know it's a team game, and I know that's the ultimate goal is your guys have to come together and play as a team. Obviously, though, it helps when you have guys that are doing it individually and putting that together with the team, playing within the scope. You've had some real good accolades. Some guys that have done a great job this year. Talk about some of those.
We really have. It is a team game, but at the same time, you got to take the time to recognize individuals that are performing above and beyond. We've had a few guys that have really done that this year, more than a few, but I know Tyler Hagan is a young man that plays linebacker for us. He's a junior. Tyler in 8 games has 100 tackles right now, and he's got 6.5 sacks from the linebacker position. Tyler's just playing absolutely outstanding. Aaron Sipple is a young man that is a sophomore linebacker for us. Played as a freshman last year. He's a sophomore this year, and he had 16 tackles last week, so he just gets better and better as the season goes on right now. Damian Harris, I mean, obviously is a pretty good football player, and he's special. I think sometimes people that watch him forget that he's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
But Damian, absolutely a pretty neat thing that's very deserving for him is he's leading the state in rushing and in touchdown or in scoring per game. And he actually was just invited to the Army All-American Combine in January in San Antonio, which is a pretty big deal. And he's on a couple lists for National Sophomore of the Year.
Wow.
So he's performing pretty well, to say the least.
Absolutely. And I know he knows that happens because the guys in front of him.
He does, and our O-line has played unbelievable. And on that O-line, we've got a couple young men. Clayton Barnes is a kid that's being recruited to play college football right now. And Matt Howard is a guard for us, but he's also one of the top long snappers in the nation. Matt Howard's being recruited to go long snap in college. Yeah. Adam Simpson, our quarterback, is being recruited at the collegiate level right now. Spencer Stone, our tight end, is getting looks all the way from Division I schools in the Ivy League on. So we've got some young men that are getting recruited right now and definitely deserve to as they're becoming pretty good football players.
Good deal. This week, you guys travel. And you're on the road. Where are you?
We're to South Laurel this week.
Okay.
This is a game that you just as a coach you worry a little bit because we're preparing for the playoffs. They are not. Last year there was an altercation that took place at the game. A fight broke out, which led to some ejections and things, and that stuff can't happen. So we've got to go down there, handle our business, and be smart, and just make sure that we come out with a win and no issues.
Good deal. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
I know you guys will do well. We look forward to watching that week and the next week and get ready for playoffs. And then
exciting to say it, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's an exciting time of year for sure. Thank you guys for watching us, and tune back in for us again in a couple weeks so we can look at a playoff preview on the John Clark Show.
This program is brought to you by L81, a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Renfro's Paint and Collision Center in Richmond and Berea, 369-4111. Renfro's Paint and Collision, sponsor of Hit of the Game.
At the Blair, big tackle. I think that we'll give that to Harris as the Renfro hit of the game. I know it's early, it's first half, but man, that was pad on pad right there.
The ball will be spotted near the 22-yard line.
That was a big hit.
Second down.
Big hit. 2nd down and 8.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice & Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center. James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio.
This program is brought to you in part by BereaOnline.com, covering the news and events of Madison County since 1995. You can now watch Madison County school sports on WKYT.com. Just go to WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond. WKYT TV, an official sponsor of Madison County School Sports. Time Warner Business Class. Call Time Warner Cable today. Watch Madison County School Sports programming on Madison County Schools Cable Channel 9, Time Warner Cable Channel 5, on YouTube, and now on WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond.
Premier Home Care in Richmond is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Premier Home Care has all the sports orthotics you need for any sports injury. Be sure to check out our retail location for all your sports orthotics. Premier Home Care in Richmond.
There's no place like home to heal. Premier Home Care. Premier Home Care.
Renfro's Collision, the only body shop with 2 Madison County locations, is here to serve you. At Renfro's Collision, you can look forward to the best possible repair experience. We have the latest tools, training, equipment, and technology. We have what others don't have. Why take the risk with someone else? Contact us at 369-4111 for a completely free estimate. It's your car, it's your choice. Don't let an insurance company tell you otherwise. Renfro's Paint and Collision.
I want you to watch Madison County Schools Sports Television.
Aw, that is just the cutest thing. Whether you're going out of town, on business, spring break, vacation, or just to get away, Luxury Pet Service is a phone call away. Luxury Pet Service is owned and operated by LaDonna Sizemore Whitecamp. You'll be secure in knowing your pet will be taken care of by highly trained and loving professionals. Luxury Pet Services also has grooming services and extraordinary daycare service too. Our mission at Luxury Pet Services is to care for your pet in a safe and friendly environment where dogs have fun. When you leave your dog with us, it's like leaving a member of your family, and that is a responsibility we take seriously. Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
This program is brought to you in part by BereaOnline.com, covering the news and events of Madison County since 1995. Hey everybody, do you know that Richmond, Kentucky Tourism now has an iPhone app? Go to richmondkytourism.com to download yours today. Renfro's Collision, the only body shop with 2 Madison County locations, is here to serve you. At Renfro's Collision, you can look forward to the best possible repair experience. We have the latest tools, training, equipment, and technology. We have what others don't have. Why take the risk with someone else? Contact us at 369-4111 for a completely free estimate. It's your car, it's your choice. Don't let an insurance company tell you otherwise. Renfro's Paint and Collision. Jazzercise Richmond Fitness Center is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Premier Home Care, safety, solutions, and independence. Check out Premier Home Care's rehab services. Recovering from unexpected injuries or life-changing events requires compassion, patience, and extraordinary care from a leading care provider. Premier Home Care Rehab Services specializes in sports, automobile accidents, work-related injuries, neck and back pain, joint pain, muscle aches, dizziness, balance and gait disorders, in-home consultation, and treatments. Visit Premier Rehab now at 370 Highland Park Drive, Suite 1, or give us a call, 623-4567.
There's no place like home to heal. Premier Home Care. Premier Home Care.
Aw, that is just the cutest thing. Whether you're going out of town, on business, spring break, vacation, or just to get away, Luxury Pet Service is a phone call away. Luxury Pet Service is owned and operated by LaDonna Sizemore Whitecamp. You'll be secure in knowing your pet will be taken care of by highly trained and loving professionals. Luxury Pet Services also has grooming services and extraordinary daycare service too. Our mission at Luxury Pet Services is to care for your pet in a safe and friendly environment where dogs have fun. When you leave your dog with us, it's like leaving a member of your family, and that is a responsibility we take seriously. Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice & Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center, James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank, Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio.
This program is brought to you by L81, a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Renfro's Paint and Collision Center in Richmond and Berea, 369-4111. Renfro's Paint and Collision, sponsor of Hit of the Game. Waffle House, located at North Keeneland and the EKU Bypass.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
Yeah.